This is everything we know about the mystery most feared player in Madden 24. So get out those magnifying glasses because Detective Swift is here on the case to solve this mystery. And honestly, this is kind of new for me because when I take out my magnifying glass, I'm usually looking at something else on myself.
What do you mean by that?
Now, Salsa family, and welcome back to another Madden 24 video. Without further ado, let's talk about everything we know about this mystery card. Then we'll use those hints to make some guesses about who this might be. Now, as I'm assuming everyone knows, the mystery player in Madden 24 can be upgraded to a free 89 overall on Halloween day. And this is what the card looks like. It doesn't reveal his name. In the photo, there's really nothing that's going to give away who this player might be, but there are 4 or 5 hints that I want to talk about in today's video, which do give us some clues as to who this is. Now, hint number 1, I'm assuming you guys have seen this before, but on the right side of the card, it says the college this player went to is Morgan State. Now, of course, these hints I'm going to tell you in this video could just be a throw off by EA Sports, but we'll talk about that a little bit later. Let's just talk about the confirmed hints we know of first. Number 1, it says he went to Morgan State. Now, number 2, it also says he is number 13. See on the left side right here, the card is number 13, meaning that when this player played in the NFL, I'm thinking this guy wore number 13. The way every single card works in Madden is they have the same number as their NFL number. So I'm thinking that, okay, this mystery player, he went to Morgan State, he wears number 13. What else do we know? Now, one other thing we know right here is when we go on over to the most feared sets and we go on over to the first spirit session, this reveals a hint because these tokens that we earned right here spelled out the word Super Bowl when we put it into the set. So I'm thinking that, okay, this NFL player probably won a Super Bowl or at least played in a Super Bowl. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm actually recording this video before Most Feared Part 2 releases in this game, so I can't talk about whatever the second spirit session is. I wanted to record this video before I went to New Orleans. As you're watching this, I'm actually in New Orleans. Big shout out to Underdog Fantasy. They flew me to New Orleans to watch the Thursday Night Football playoff game yesterday. Hopefully the Saints got the W. You'll know when I'm watching this video, but fingers crossed. I mean, I'm a good luck charm. We're 3-1 when I've been there. Let's hope that continues. And also, really quickly, I can't thank you guys enough that have used my promo code SWIFT on Underdog Fantasy. Like I've said before, the company is awesome. The app is awesome. We did really well last Sunday. You guys probably know because I showed you before, but we had over $1,000 in wins on our Sunday picks last week. That's ridiculous. So again, if you want to support me as a creator, Underdog Fantasy is linked in the description. Hopefully we did well on Thursday Night Football. Hopefully we win some more on Sunday. Again, if you want to check it out, use the promo code SWIFT when you sign up. All right, now let's move on to hint number 3 about the card. In my opinion, this is actually the best hint we have. Now, as you can see right here, I'm going into practice mode, and reason being is because we can actually go into practice mode right here and see exactly what this player looks like. So as you'll notice right here, I'm going to go to instant replay, and you'll notice right here that my left of screen linebacker, number 13, this is the mystery player in action. As you can see, there is no name on the back of the jersey because we don't have that revealed by EA Sports, but we can literally see what this player looks like. And we can actually zoom in a little bit more and see a little bit about his face. As you can see, it looks like he's got some type of nose strips going on with some eye black underneath. He's got no gloves on right here, so definitely looks like, I would say, more of a throwback player, which kind of leads me to believe, okay, this is a legend. This isn't a current day player in the NFL. And also, I don't really know how to word this, but we had been seeing people that were saying that this was Ted Hendricks. Ted Hendricks is a little bit more pasty than this player, so Ted Hendricks is not an option right here. But of course, as you can see right here, when we zoom in on the face, it does go a little bit blurry right when we get right in front of the face, but we can actually zoom in and see a little bit about this player, right? Like we can see that he's got no gloves, we can see what helmet he wears, we can see if he's got eye black, and now what we can do is kind of make some predictions about this card. To buy Madden 24 coins for the cheapest price on the internet, check out MMOEXP by clicking the link in the description and use promo code SWIFT at checkout for 5% off. Oh yeah, and also really quickly, before we make predictions about who this might be, the 2 other things they share are the height and the weight of the player. This guy is 6'6", 260. So now we have those facts. We know his number, we know his college, we know his height, we know his weight, we know what he looks like in game, we know there's something to do with the Super Bowl with this card. Who might this player be? Now, by far the most popular prediction for this card is Willie Lanier. Willie Lanier, if you didn't know, is an OG NFL linebacker who went to Morgan State and won a Super Bowl. Now, I'm not gonna lie, Willie Lanier does not satisfy all the criteria. He didn't wear 13, he is not 6'6", 260. He's a lot smaller and weighs a lot less. Now, theory number 2, this is a cool one. This one was presented in my comment section. People are saying it's Lester Spieth. Lester Spieth, I might be butchering that last name, is a guy that didn't even really have a meaningful role in the NFL. He went to Morgan State, he was 6'6", 260 pounds, and he's most known for actually being in a Super Bowl commercial, not actually playing in the Super Bowl. So Lester Spieth right here satisfies more criteria it would definitely be like an interesting card for them to put in the game. It's kind of like them putting like The Rock in Madden, in a sense that like he played in the NFL, but he's a lot more notable for the stuff that he did off the field. I believe Lester was also an actor in some movies, so that could kind of be a fun little option for them. And then theory number 3 that I've also seen is Terrell Suggs. Terrell Suggs more so meets the criteria of like the height, the weight, the speed, kind of how this card looks, and also of course went to the Super Bowl. He doesn't meet the Morgan State criteria, but Morgan State is actually, I believe, a college in Baltimore, and of course Terrell Suggs played his whole career in Baltimore. I'm pretty sure. I think he played his whole career there. And then theory number 4 is this is some type of out of position player, or some of these hints are incorrect. Like maybe EA Sports is throwing us off the path right here with the college. Maybe they're throwing us off the path right here with the number. Although I will say one thing I don't think they are throwing us off the path with is how this card looks. Like, yeah, they could be lying about the college. They could be lying about the number. Those could just be things that they switch up. But like the way this card is built in game, I don't think that's going to change. So the player you saw before on my practice mode screen, I believe is what the actual card's going to look like. He's probably an OG linebacker because we saw the finger paint. He's also probably going to be 6'6", 260. I don't expect that to change. So my final prediction right here is I actually don't think it's Willie Lanier. I think it's someone else, to be honest with you. Could it be Lester Spieth? It could. He satisfies the majority of the criteria, but we shall see. I also would not be surprised if this is a guy that no one has guessed so far. Maybe it's an out of position player. Maybe it's something totally unique they add in the game. We shall see. That's everything we know about the player, all the theories we know about the card. Let me know in the comment section who you think it is. My final guess is actually Lester Spieth. I know it's crazy, but I also looked up what Lester Spieth looks like. He looks exactly like the player who we saw in game. We'll see if that's who it ends up being. Lester Spieth was like super muscular. That guy was also super muscular in game. So we shall see. Let me know in the comment section who you think it is. And until next time, boys, have a wonderful weekend. Check out Underdog Fantasy if you want to support the channel. And I'm out, boys. Peace.